Give me a second here. Breaks my heart to see stuff like this discontinued. The House of Tom Ford likes to discontinue stuff. Sometimes they discontinue stuff that's actually really good. This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about right here. Sahara Noir, hard to find. You gotta scour eBay, Facebook groups to see if you can find a used bottle. But when you see it, grab it. It's worth it. Pop the cherry coming up. Family, welcome to Pop the Cherry. This is where I pop the cork on a fragrance and give you my first test on skin. I've worn this fragrance right here as my scent of the day today, and I'm going to inform you how it went, good or bad. You already know from the introduction. It's going to be a good one. Today, as the title suggests, I'm trying out Sahara Noir by Tom Ford. This is, of course, as you can see from the bottle shape and design here, it is from his signature line and his woman's line, you know, the one that has Black Orchid. Yeah. This, ooh, the marketing. Ouch. Man, this is good stuff. So let's take a look under the hood and then let's talk about this fragrance. So under the hood, release date was 2013. The nose behind this is Mr. John Varvatos himself, Rodrigo Flores Roux. Also not a stranger from the House of Tom Ford, also the nose behind Neroli Portofino, among others from the Private Blend line. Now, how did I get my grubby little hands on this? Oh, was your boy patient? Was he ever? I wanted a bottle of this for so long, and it was so hard to find at a decent price. Actually, fellow fragrance reviewer James from the channel J Royal, go check him out, was selling his used bottle, and I just jumped on it. I was like, I'm taking that. It's been too long. Major notes in this particular fragrance. Now, this is described as an incense-based fragrance. It's so much more than that. And you know what? I get amber, I get incense, yes, and I get labdanum. Those are the big notes from my initial wearings with Sahara Noir. So it is my scent of the day. The dry down is right here. Yeah, we got some incense here, but there's more to that. So let's remind me of the introduction. I hate wasting a spray, but this is going to be my scent of the day and night now. Let's smell this one. And oh man, some dark Tom Fords, they just nail it. This one right here starts off not incensey, actually. Sahara Noir is very resinous, balsamic, ambery tones. Think Amber Absolute. It just, Tom Ford has nailed that accord of resinous, balsamic, ambery tones. That is immediately met with some woods. There's some woods in here, and that smoky incense is also coming through. This introduction to Sahara Noir throws everything it can to its user, including the kitchen sink. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. It's complex, it's warming, she's rich, luxurious. No wonder it comes in a gold bottle like this. It's well balanced too. Really outstanding scent. I love when heavy resins meet smoke. And in Sahara Noir, that blend is simply outstanding. It's dry, it's dusty, it's warm, it's comforting. You got some cypress in here, so you got some greens, obviously the wood, so the cypress, the labdanum, the benzoin, the cinnamon. We got some spices here. We got some oud, among others, to complete the secondary note list in Sahara Noir. The complexity is no joke in this particular fragrance, and it throws everything at you right up the top. It goes, here you go. It starts off with that balsamic, resinous, ambery tone, and then it throws a little smoke in your face, and then it just piles on, and it is absolutely beautiful. That introduction. Now into the dry down of Sahara Noir. And the dry down of this fragrance tames up a little bit. You know, the introduction's really in your face. It continues on that warm theme of the introduction, but less in your face, smooths out quite a bit. I love the use of florals in this one, giving it some smoothness. The papyrus in here gives it that greens. It's got some honeyed sweetness to it, beeswax, vanilla, benzoin, pick your poison. This is beautifully blended from the heart to the deep dry down. Your main factor in this dry down is, of course, that incense. You are going to get that smokiness. It will pull it from up top of the fragrance, but it's going to be a little more dominant, more into this dry down of the fragrance. This reminds me a little bit of Avignon by Comme des Garçons, but it has much more resinous qualities. It kind of reminds me of Lauds des Arts Marocains, the ambery tones up top, with Amber Absolute meeting full incense from Motel and Avignon from Comme des Garçons. It pulls a little bit from those. Really, the incense in here is very much dense. Some call it thick, but I feel like it's very much perfect. Giving you that edge, but not overly smoky. Some incense are very, very smoky. And to me, and to some people, some users, this may be really, really smoky to you, but I've had worse, which is a good thing. But it shows you so much more facets than just smoky incense. It really is a complete fragrance. Beautiful. Let's get into the revolver of Sahara Noir. Let's take a look at seasons, versatility, day or night, projection, longevity, all that good stuff. So first of all, seasons. This, of course, is for fall and winter. This is a heavy, dense fragrance. It smooths out, yes, but I really feel like it's best during the colder months. You can still pull it off on a spring night, a cold night in spring that it's raining a little bit. Here in Canada, you could pull this off until June for sure. Day or night, this is more of a nighttime scent. It has obviously those darker tones that I feel is more of a nighttime scent than a daytime one. Versatility, it's medium. In regards to here where I am in Canada, it's getting a lot more use for me than other people, depending on your country and your climate, but really is pretty good as far as versatility goes. Projection, longevity, this is one of its strong points. Projection was high to beast mode. While wearing this, I really felt like it wasn't letting up. And that goes to longevity. Gave me 7 to 10 hours, easy. I'm looking for 7 to 9, and it hit it very hard. So it's as far as push, this one does the trick. Now on to my final thoughts, or my overall thoughts of Sahara Noir before this goes into the vault. You may see it in top 10, top 20 list, but the next time you see this, full-fledged fragrance review on my channel. So it goes in the vault. So my overall thoughts on this one of Sahara Noir is this thing should have never been discontinued in my eyes. Rebottle it, make it a private blend, or a signature release in the men's aisle. I think the marketing was wrong on this one. Again, I can see a lot of women pulling this off, but sales-wise, put it in the men's aisle, put it private blend. See what it does. Sahara Noir, outstanding, outstanding. Overall, it's so Tom Ford, it almost hurts. A great use of resins, mainly frankincense and ambery tones. It's complex off the bat, does not stray too much from the original idea that you get off the top, so it is kind of linear. But who cares, since it's so good off the bat. I can't recommend buy because, well, she's long gone, and God knows how hard I tried to get a bottle. But somehow, someone with the same taste as me, don't give up, because this is definitely a great addition to your collection if you love the hardcore Tom Ford scents for fall and winter. You gotta get this. So there you have it, folks. This was a love at first sniff. I really can't emphasize, like, there's not too many fragrances in my journey that just blow me away right off the bat. Sahara Noir is one of those. I'd love to hear your take on this one. Have you smelled this fragrance, good, bad, or the ugly? Comment below, let us know what you guys think about Sahara Noir. If you have enjoyed this content, please hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. While you're at it, hit the bell too. You're part of my notification gang. yet. I'm also on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, and I'm also on Twitter. You can just look me up, Robes08. You'll find this mug, or there's a link down below. You can go the easy route. Also have a Facebook fragrance group called FGN, Fragrance Guru Nation. We're up to 15,400 members. Yeah, it's a big group. And we discuss scents, new releases, fragrance reviewers, all that good stuff. Join us today. Now, I will leave you with a few takes on social media. I asked everybody on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I said, what do you think about this one? All those thoughts are going to be at the back end of this video. Good or bad, I don't discriminate. I just pluck a few and put them in the back end of this video. So thank you to everybody that did help me out with your thoughts on this particular fragrance. As always, a great or poor fragrance will make a lasting impression. Man, you gotta choose your scent wisely. Thanks for watching.